That pastor, who is from Kansas, remains locked up here in Jacksonville tonight. He was arrested down in Daytona Beach.
The person accusing him says this sexual assault was 2 decades ago. Channel 4's Kent Justice joins us live from downtown outside the jail to tell us how police took him into custody. Kent.
Yeah, and that man is in jail here in Duval County instead of Volusia County because of where this crime may have happened. We understand the unnamed accuser claims that he or she was sexually assaulted here in Jacksonville more than 20 years ago.
There would definitely be some challenges that maybe you would not have with a more recent case.
Local attorney Rhonda Peoples-Waters looked through the police report obtained by News4Jax, explaining how officers went after 52-year-old Michael Wayne Hill last week. When Volusia County Sheriff's Office filed its report, Hill had been charged with sexual battery on a victim under 12. Even though it's years old, the type of crime eliminates a statute of limitations.
This is a sexual battery, and because the alleged victim is under the age of 12, then the prosecution can commence at any time, so there is not a statute of limitations. Even though the offense happened 20 years ago, that will not bar the state from being able to prosecute the alleged offense.
Hill has apparently been a pastor at a church in Kansas since November. To get him here to Florida, we're told the victim agreed to meet Hill at a restaurant in Daytona. When Hill showed up with his wife, he was unaware that authorities were there too, monitoring and recording the conversation.
And that is going to be very important as to why the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office would have recorded that conversation, because it's very likely to contain a confession by the defendant.
Peoples-Waters says it's uncommon to have a recorded conversation like that, but speculates that it may have been the best way to show a court that a crime happened so long ago. As she points out, finding proof from 20 years ago can be difficult.
DNA or text or phone messages that you would normally have as tangible evidence. So the evidence that they will very likely have to rely on at this point is the alleged victim's testimony.
We understand that that meeting that took place just a week or so ago in Daytona was at a very public place between the pastor, his wife, and the accuser, and then those officers who were nearby monitoring and recording the conversation. Took place in a Panera Bread restaurant on International Speedway Boulevard, a place that many of us would have passed by or even gone to if spending any time in Daytona. Live downtown outside the jail, Kent Justice, Channel 4, the local station.
Kent, what was the relationship between this person and the pastor?
As we look into that in the narrative from Volusia County and Sheriff's Office and their arresting report, it's not really clear. We do know that the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, as they investigate, they are looking for other people who may also have been sexually assaulted, who might be victims from that same time period or at any time by this person over the last several years. Mary?
All right, Kent Justice reporting to us live. Thanks, Kent.